All right, and we're back from a short lunch. This is the 72nd Annual Ohio News Photographers Association, still contest judging. We're going to start in with picture stories. And the first category within picture stories is feature picture story. Everyone can see my screen, yeah?
Yep.
Yes.
There's 11 total stories you're going to look at.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That is correct. All right.
Hmm.
Anything in particular that catches your eye that you want to look through a little bit more closely? You want to do introduction read throughs on what the stories are about? You want to move anything around?
Yeah, can we, are there summaries for the stories? There's definitely a couple that,
Yeah.
You can see this little box in the top right corner. Okay, great.
yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, I should have read the category definition. That's fairly short and sweet.
Go for it.
Feature picture story and multi-picture story entry of a story, series, or sequence on a general human interest subject. And it is permissible to have some images in there from the prior year to judging year. We do
Okay.
allow for that. So this entrant is fine.
Andrew, if you see that little plus sign on top of the caption, it'll let you add lines so you don't have to scroll. Very
Oh, great.
Thank you.
Lovely.
That works.
Bob, you're a saint. Thank you.
Okay, next one.
That's why I keep the old Ford around.
We'll keep you another year.
I'm ready for the next one whenever you are.
Go ahead. Yeah, me too.
Okay.
The other thing you can do where it says 100%, you can increase that to 130, 150.
There you go.
They're young, but they're not that young.
My bifocals work just fine there. What you're talking about.
I'm good.
This might be a really good place for Chat GPT to do some readouts for us, some AI computer readouts of our caption.
Okay.
I wonder if this entrant included a more extensive.
No.
Nope.
Yeah, I don't think so. I mean, it's self-explanatory, but at the same time, it's yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, folks, I noticed a caption issue on the black and white story still has the name of the entrant in that first slide.
Oops.
Okay.
I didn't see
And
it.
I didn't
handle
see
that how
it.
you will.
Yeah, I didn't see it either.
Okay. I was curious about this one because I was okay.
Courtney. Oh yeah.
Huh.
Oh.
Did you guys get all that?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I can stop on the middle of the road anywhere I want.
Last one.
Hmm.
Okay,
All right.
We're gonna do a round of in outs here.
Yep.
I have a question.
Yeah.
I'm familiar with a couple of these, but had nothing to do with them. There is one that I need to withdraw from.
Okay.
May come a
Okay.
point when you won't have to withdraw.
Pardon me?
There may come a point where you won't have to withdraw.
True. Okay,
Yeah, I think you could speak to images without. Go ahead.
okay.
Yes.
Out for me.
Out.
Okay. So same for singles, one to keep in this initial round. Is everyone okay with that, or do you want to just cut straight to it?
I think we can get to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So is this in or out?
Out.
Out.
Excuse me.
Want to?
Out for me.
Out.
Out.
Mm,
Um, that's an out for me.
Out.
Can you repeat again the category description?
Yeah, it's pretty straightforward. Multi-picture entry of a story, series, or sequence on a general human interest subject. So, I mean,
Yes.
this is very much wide open storytelling.
It's an important story, but I don't know that the images are there, so I'm gonna out.
Yeah.
I agree.
So-
Then out for me.
Out for me as well.
Sue?
I got to withdraw from this. Sorry.
Okay, let's see.
This one might be an in.
There's some good moments. I want to keep it in. Yeah.
Okay,
In for me.
that's an in.
In.
Mhm.
And
Mm,
Is
out.
an out.
yeah. Almost. Oh,
Mm, out.
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 In.
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 Last one.
In.
Yeah, and I like this one.
Some
Okay.
nice moments in there.
You're down to 5. I'll go to the front again, the start. You can look at pictures in full, read captions. You tell me.
You know, the importance of picture stories, I just want to reiterate this, is that as much as the individual pictures are important, the overall, when you look at it, something like this is so vital because to us, it's a part of the storytelling, and that everything has to have some cohesiveness. And in this image, there's some photos that don't make sense to me in that respect. And so that makes it very hard as a judge, in the sense where you're trying to figure out what the photographer was trying to do and what part of the story they were trying to convey. But if it's hard for me, then the reader is going to look at it and go, huh, you know. And so they do have a few solid images in here, but overall, I think it lacks it. So I would say now for me.
At this point, though, should we go through captions a little bit more?
You certainly may.
What do you guys think?
Oh, it's up to you. Yeah, there's no problem
Yeah,
if you want
I
to.
think, I think it might be worth it. Okay. Jesus. Wow. Okay. 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 Good reporting in here.
Lots of information.
Mm-hmm. Okay. 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 Mm. Okay.
Huh.
Huh. Mm. Mm. It's a very Ohio story.
This would be a hard one for me to photograph. Oh man.
Next. Interesting. Okay. Good. Great access.
Yeah.
Very much. Mhm.
Sweet.
Good on this.
Yep.
I'm gonna stop the screen share for a second and remove the entrance name from
Okay.
the captions.
Okay.
Is there a maximum or minimum of images that need to be placed in this?
Minimum,
Max.
minimum 3, maximum 12.
Okay.
All right, back to photo mechanic. Can you see it okay?
Yep.
Wonderful. Thanks, Barb, for that catch.
Okay.
Good. Mm. Nice. Sweet. Sweet.
I have one of those diplomas.
Me too.
Cracks me up.
I'd be like, I only get one car in the photo, but you got three people in the car.
Was the
That's rush
photographer
hour.
was the photographer in their car too?
Probably.
Drive by.
Probably 300. Oh, that's great.
So Ohio.
Ohio, right? That's what I'm gonna say.
It's
It really is to a T.
God.
Oh,
I cinder. Oh, that is.
Did I go too fast, Sue?
No, it's fine.
No, no.
I was gonna say that was a nice ender, but this is the ender, I think.
yeah, it's the
Yeah.
last one.
Yes, this is the last image.
Nicely done.
All right, last one, and I thank you all for not making me read the names contained within this. Oof, these are tough.
Whoa. That's common spelling, right?
Yes.
Never mind.
This is the hardest part of our job, arguably, getting
Yeah,
names.
it is. Even though you type it in right, and then the program on text, changes the caption anyway, so it's all right.
This is the story where you turn off autocorrect, right?
Yes, it is. Mhm.
Good.
Next one. Yeah.
Nice job.
Okay.
Oh,
I think there's one or two more. Yeah.
right.
And that's your ender.
Okay.
All right. So 5 stories. Any exclusions? Do you want to move them around to see how they look in a particular order? You tell me.
I think it's fair to say the first one is not going to make any of the cuts.
Yeah.
Um,
Agreed.
It's
You want to
Um,
eliminate this story?
yeah,
Yeah, good reporting in the captions, but
yeah.
when I saw that good reporting, I also kind of wanted to see pictures
The,
that conveyed some of that stress and angst, and yeah.
Down to 4.
Yeah, I nominate this first one as one just because of the axis and the different moments in the images. I think there's a couple that um may may make it a little longer than it should be, but overall it's a nice story um and the moments are just beautiful.
Yeah, you get a real feel for them. I really appreciate these pictures. Love this story. I love the black and white.
Yeah,
Oh.
at first I was not into it because it felt to me it was like all shot on the same day, but looking at the captions, it was shot over
Yeah.
the course of the whole
Yeah.
year. So the
Mm.
photographer really committed to uh, documenting this part of their community um, and going back and getting key moments. I do like that.
It does, let's go back to that for a second. A lot of the same lensing, however.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has the same feel. There's no differences in,
Yeah.
in that, no tight shots and no detail shots. And
Right.
those are really important for stories like this.
Yeah, but I really appreciate this quite a bit.
One thing that I felt wanting from this story was more of a connection to a single element, a single subject in this, which we get with the final story. You get more of a everyday life of an immigrant in the U.S. and there's a couple images that strike me in that last one that I really love. Can we go to it? I specifically really connect with the one with the boy learning to swim. That is something that feels normal to an average American learning to swim when you're little. But
Yeah.
as an immigrant, my parents don't know how to swim, and my grandparents never knew how to swim, and they're terrified of water. And this kind of shows you that they're integrating and assimilating to their new life, and this one just speaks so much to me.
Volumes.
Cool.
This is the one of the 4 that hasn't been addressed yet.
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, I apologize. So a lot of these picture stories, it's really important that when you're not if you're the only one editing, and I'd be really curious to find out if this is like maybe, one person that's just editing their own things, but it's really important to have other people look at your stuff, because when you have different eyes set, you see kind of like what you need and what you don't need. And a lot of the stuff that you see is basically a lot of repetition and shot the same way and not the same, and so this has a great feel for it and has a little more, but I needed more of it has nice moments like the other stories, but there's just like one person would be, you know, telling from one angle or something. I mean, it like that's a nice photo, but I need more than that. Like I need more of a personal thing feeling for it. And I think that's why I like the immigrant story more, because it has that attention to it.
Has intimacy.
Exactly. And that's really when you get to these doing these stories, is that when you become part of, you don't do it intentionally, but you do have an invested interest in doing these stories, and it shows the person, it really shines in the effect of the personal, depth to it. And so it has that emotional attachment to it.
Mhm.
The immigration story, I would have loved if they followed somebody home or to their work to show kind of what they do more than just go to the ceremonies, because that would have showed you a little bit more about their lives. And so that would have been actually helped that picture story be better. But so far for me, this story here would be number one for me.
I'm feeling that too. I do want to say about that Corning story and reading through the captions. I get a sense of the community, but the pictures don't have the intimacy that the story, the other story we're just talking about. And I kind of like yeah, it needs some editing, but it really addresses like this town is like barely there, but yet there's kids there, and then there's older people, and it really captures kind of the demise of it, but it is lacking that intimacy that we're all looking for.
Like in that story though, sorry, like if you're going to run in the paper or what would be your lead image?
Yeah.
Which one, Corning?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was sitting there going like, what would be my lead image in this story?
Great question. Probably that first one, but you'd have to combo it with something.
Yeah, because I mean, as great as that is, people don't look at the caption. I'm going to look at the photo first that attracts me, but I'd be like, well, is that the lead image? So you're telling me there's a traffic jam on the main street? So that is part of it though, is because that the photo does have to be self-explanatory, but at the same time, that's what helps you when you realize in doing these picture stories what you need more of, and then you go out back and reshoot what you need to, or look for that in that sense. So let's.
But we're
So
thinking about
okay.
taking this one out.
Can we look at just the ABC? Yeah, I mean, the two citizens. Okay, so there was this immigration, Corning, immigrants, which is different from the immigration story. Is this one stronger than the immigration story?
You talking about the citizenship?
No, I'm sorry. Well, let's see. Is the Corning story is stronger than the other story of the immigration? This one.
No.
I think this is much stronger. There's more moments and more intimacy.
Exactly. So I mean, as much as I like some of the single images, I think that if anything, it might hold an honorable mention if you want to, but I would say I know my 1, 2, and 3.
Go for it.
Number 1 would be the Indian, yes, that one.
Yeah.
Number
Agree.
2, number 2 would be the immigration story. Number 3 would be the inmates.
And leave this one as an honorable mention.
For now.
Yeah,
I'm not sold on
not sold on it either. No, I'm not.
Actually, I'm not sold on the citizenship one being higher than the inmate story, just because of the access, and you typically don't get that access, whereas citizenship and everybody's invited, and you can just start photographing every direction, and you're more than welcome to come there as opposed to the prison.
Well, the prison, I looked at the dates and it was like 2 days they went. And I agree that, you know, it is more of an effort, but look at the over 2 days in differences. What did they shoot that's different that's in 2 days?
Right.
Which is like, if we look at it, like, is it enough of a variety of images that warrant, you know, tight details or mid shots? I mean, that's a cute photo, but the being blocked, and that's a nice photo too. And I love the back, but
For 2
Yeah,
days.
there's
decent
You have,
job.
you have 4 full days, well, days of access in
is it
the captions.
okay? So I saw April 6th, and then I saw one more date.
There was a March date. There were 3 April dates and 1 March date.
Okay.
Well, Let me
Thank you.
let me throw this thought out there. This is a feature picture story. The citizenship, that feels like an essay to me.
yeah.
And I'd like to hear the definition, the category again, and maybe
That'll help.
I'm splitting
Yeah.
hairs here.
This is
Right.
this is an important distinction for sure. So the definition is a multiple picture entry of a story, series, or sequence on a general human interest subject.
Okay.
Yeah, it's definitely an essay, because there's no
Yeah.
storyline. Each individual image is well thought out, and there's moments,
Yeah.
but I don't see the story, and that's the reason why I'm leaning more towards the inmate story as an actual story.
I would agree with that.
Agreed. After hearing the description, I agree completely. You're right.
Okay, how would you like to move these around?
Go ahead. Moving the immigration story to third.
Yeah, the Americans, the
So that one,
Telugu Americans to what to first, right?
That
You
one.
want the
first.
Yeah,
Telugu-
that one's
Okay, you want that first?
Yeah.
yes.
Okay, and you're, sorry. Here we go. That's
Got it.
first.
Uh-huh.
What's your number 2?
The inmates.
the inmate
Inmate.
Inmates,
ABCs.
ABCs, yeah.
Got it. And is that your third or your honorable mention?
I think
Or,
it's our
or
third.
do you eliminate it? It's up to you guys.
Can you just show it one more time? Just click on the little browser
Horny.
right there. Yeah. I say eliminate it.
Eliminate
Okay.
Corning or eliminate this one?
I think both stories show the photographer's commitment to their community. I don't know. In my opinion, I would say keep this one as a third and the Corning as a honorable mention.
I could do that.
Okay, that's it.
Settled. Bob, you've got the Telugu Americans 1, ABCs 2, Citizens 3, and Corning is your HM. Got it?
Good with that,
Alright.
Jose?
I'm good. I always find picture stories very difficult to shoot. That's why I don't shoot them very often because I have no patience. It requires a lot of patience.
Yeah,
It really does. And my biggest thing is it's a fear actually that if I don't give it my all, then I don't feel like I did a good enough job for it. And I hate doing that. That's why sports is so easy. It's right there. You're done. You walk away.